And my favorite village is 3 kilometers away from here. Gondal is 5 kilometers away. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to another In the Moment vlog here in the village of Pakistan. I'm currently in the northwest. The area is the Chach Valley, and this is the village of Mallah, the old ancestral village from which our elders left in the 1960s. So let's take a walk through the village. Enjoy the video. Remember to hit the subscribe, like and share button too, and share the love, inshallah. Let's roll now. This is a local Mallah, I think maybe known as the Meaty Masjid Mallah. And look at that, isn't that just so nice? As we turn right, and lots of people say to me, Javed, show me little bits of the village. We're not interested in high class Pakistan. So it's a wonderful, once again, beautiful sunny day. It's mid-morning time. It's about 30 degrees as we walk past the Madrasa of Darul Quran. The local street, as you can see, is very, very narrow with very high walls. It's just the way it is, fortified walls that give the houses and the people seclusion. They practice something called parda. It's obviously a Muslim community for all those that are not familiar. We are roughly about 60 miles away from Rawalpindi and about 60 miles away from Islamabad. The open drains are a smell to smell. That's how I would describe it. As the water comes into the drains from one of the houses, it is a strong scent, to say the least. Looks like some sort of building work, maintenance is taking place in this little part. Pakistan and these particular areas are known for its agriculture, its arable land. Many of the local labour force will work in the fields, often harvesting potatoes, wheat, corn, dhania, onions, potatoes, and so many other things that reach various parts of the world. They cost pennies here, and they cost heavy pounds and euros and dollars in other parts of the world. We exit the end of the street. We come out into a much more open area. The road's probably about 20 foot wide. So as you can see, natural beauty far and wide. It appears that the land has not been turned over, as they would say in Purto. It looks like Aroli Nada at the minute. And these here must be pillars to stop people parking next to the wall and damaging the wall. So Pakistan, look, is a developing nation. It's still a baby, 70 years old. It's a developing country, and this is what I would call a developing village, where the roads are just becoming a little bit more developed. They're becoming better. However, there's still issues. Here we go. Okay, environmentally this is not good. The smell is just awful. However, it is what it is. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Education of every kind takes time, and people's mindsets take time. As I go past one of my favorite family's houses in the village, you know who you are. And the land next to the home, it looks like, has been planted possibly with potatoes, or is it something else? We do not know. I can't see any shoots at the moment. More beautiful land as we hit one of the local farms just ahead of us. Many people, like I said earlier, are involved in this trade, in this industry. Pakistan exports masses of vegetables and fruit. I think they're the 4th largest producer of mangoes in the world. They are mainly orchards in Sindh and those areas. Here we have more wheat, potatoes, onions, sugarcane, corn, etc. And they would say that Tande Waladi di locally. So it's all corn. It's at a fairly early stage at the minute. One of the labourers has disappeared and he's feeding the corn with this whoopsie mixed manure. Oh no. You may think us Brits are a little bit soft. Take a look at this. A young Bradfordian from the UK has moved to Pakistan, and this is his little patch, and he works very hard and has learnt how to do agriculture. And look, all the little madrasa students have also come out as well. Tada kamze Alika? Mansera. And we have Tada kamze?
Mansera.
Mansera. They're all from Mansera, mashallah. Tada kamze you? The Mansar? Oh, Tanis Dene, subhanallah. Do you imagine 1960, Pakistan? The British were asking for labourers, were asking for professional people to come and help rebuild the Western world. What the conditions would have been like at that time, the difficulties that all the people would have been going through in terms of raising money, travelling to cities like Karachi, which are hundreds of miles away. The elders in the UK would tell you stories that when they arrived in December, it was dark, and then because it was winter season and there wasn't much electricity, there was just darkness. And they tell you that they just seemed to be in this cocoon of darkness for a few days, and they thought, is this England? And remember, many of them were fearful of going out, not knowing where to go. They did not know where the shops are, where the amenities are. The men would be at work. Most of the ladies would be at home taking care of the children. The amount of sacrifices that they have gone through in their lives for us, and when I say us, I mean me and many others as well, to have a reasonably comfortable life, and they've changed the lives of thousands of other people through their sacrifices and through their efforts of leaving their own lands. It is something to be grateful for and be in a state of gratitude. So these are the rear streets of Shadi Khan. Shadi Khan is known for its bank, its post office, its veterinary hospital, the government high schools, and also a famous little government office as well. And generally people of not only Shadi Khan but this area, there's many of them live out in the Western world and in different parts of the world as well. They have massive connections with the villages. They send huge remittances each and every year to help sustain their families. They help to sustain and buy land and buy houses and develop their homes and give their children and families a better education. You will find many of them also live in places like Dubai and Qatar, Saudi Arabia, other parts of the Middle East as well. The rear side of the Union Council and administrative office that deals with registrations of birth, deal with things like Pakistan identity cards and so many other things as well. A famous little spot here in Shadi Khan. Oh, how nice! There goes another one. Assalamualaikum. And isn't that nice? The Office of Agriculture with greenery hanging over its walls. What the bus stop looks like in Shadi Khan. And here comes a Ford. In Pakistan, they love a Ford. There you go, and there's a billionaires investment group. And the road that leads off to the major schools. And the center of the community for Muslims, mashallah, is the masjid. And just around the corner, okay, from the masjid is clean water. Beautiful houses on the main road here. Oh, as we go past tree 19 and 18, some sort of reference to the trees. And if you actually fancy buying one, there's one right here. Construction is always big in Pakistan. So especially for the overseas Pakistanis, we love sending a penny or two back to have homes built, because we feel a sense of belonging, a sense of spirituality, a sense of these are our roots and we need a connection. It's a place of safety. And Pakistan is seen as a little safety haven. So if that's something that is close to your heart, a company known as One Homes in London have integrity, honesty, and an English style, European style of dealing with the overseas population to have something in Pakistan. They have fantastic developments in Lahore and Islamabad. So reach out to me, comment below if that is something close to your heart, and I may be able to help you as we are approached by various means of transport working in agriculture. This is a regional office of the Water and Power Development Authority. Bijli Lada, Bijli Rala, Bijli Lada, Bijli Rala, Bijli Lada, Bijli Rala. Well, these guys work in that particular industry, and next to the building they have their own little masjid. If you're going to build it in style, build it like this. Let's take a closer look. This is the most eye-catching home in all of the actual area, with a beautiful orange, and it's a light, like a light blue, fortified gates, high grills as well. Fit for the status of a king, with beautiful patchwork, very thoughtfully created, with its mosaic tiles mixed with little stripes and light pastel mixed with dark colors too. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah in this home.
वालेकुम सलाम संगाल जी खैर जी खैर दे बस टूल टूल होता सलाम दे दमगा आते बस ते खपल ख्याल साथ ही खपल ते खल को ख्याल साथ ही ते मुल्क ख्याल साथ ही टूल खैर खैरियत ते अल्लाह शुक्र दे मेहरबानी जी
रवान चलते ही
अटकला जी रवान में अटकला
अटक in the old Ford 1975. Walking along, I bumped into one of the fans, mashallah, a driver called Faizi Khan. That was nice. As we carry on walking through the sunshine, just strolling, letting the noises of the world generally disappear, just enjoying the quietness, and as much as possible staying away from technologies and computers and phone calls and text messages and WhatsApp messages and so on and so forth. Just letting life just slow down a little bit and just being in the moment, just enjoying the moment. MashaAllah, as we carry on walking on the road past the Sirka Mall towards the village of Wesa, which have almost connected. So now by the newly developed Abdullah CNG, I believe it's called, the petrol station, that road heads off towards Sirka, and Wesa is nearly connected really. The blocks of houses are getting closer and closer. I suppose this house is now on the border of Wesa, if that's the right way to say it. In fact, there's another little one just in the middle there as the houses begin to develop. And mashallah, this one here is starting to look very, very, very nice. And as it says on the corner of the house, mashallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put barakah and khair in the home. Through the rubble and the dirt, once it's polished, you will also find reality. There we go. Trust you've enjoyed the walk with us. Remember to hit the subscribe, like, share the love as we enter the village of Waisa. Assalamu alaikum.